Yes, good morning. Good morning, students. In this class, we are going to describe different types of graphs. Different types of graphs we are going to discuss. Now, C5 means the graph consists of 5 edges and it must be a cycle 1. C5 means it consists of 5 edges and it is a cycle form. Now let me draw the graph for that now. Okay, now I will take graph which I okay, Y, and ink color I will take ink color white ink color. So C5, how it is drawn? So edges should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I am naming these vertices as V1 and this vertex as V2, this vertex as V3, this vertex as V4, and this vertex as V5. So how many vertices are here? 5 vertices are there and a cycle exists. You can start here, come here, come here, come here, come here. So it is a cycle consists of 5 edges. This is E1 first edge, this is E2 second edge, this is E3 the third edge, E4 the fourth edge, and E5 the fifth edge. So this type of a graph we call it as a simple graph, okay, because it don't have the parallel loops or parallel edges. Therefore it is a simple graph. So if it is asked to draw a graph for this, you have to draw like this. So this denotes number of edges and this denotes a border or cycle. If you take a cycle, you take this edges a directed one, we will get this direction and this direction, this direction and this direction and this direction. A cycle we are getting. Okay, now come to this graph. Here it is called complete graph. Complete graph. This is cycle graph. This is complete graph with edges 5. With edges 5. So edges 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 edges are here. I call it as V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Now you take this V1 vertex and join with all other vertices in the picture. So here already joined, here I am joining from V1 to V5, then V1 to V4, there is no edge, I am joining by an edge, and V1 V3 already exists an edge. Now come here V2, V1 V2 to V1 already exists, V2 to V3 no edges, you join that, and V2 to V4 no edges, you join that, and V2 to V5 already joined. Now come to this vertices. This vertices I am joining with all other vertices. So this is already joined, this is already joined, and this V3 and V5 not joined. Now I am joining, and from here to here already joined. Now again V4 you take there, it is joined to V2, it is joined to V1, it is joined to V2 and join to V5. Similarly, come here, V3 is joined to V1, V3 joined to V2, V3 is joined to V5, and V3 is joined to V4. Okay. So what we understand here is that each and every vertices have an edge. Each and every vertices have an edge. Okay. So each pair of vertices, each pair, that pair I am writing as Vi and Vj, where V and Vj are any two vertices, have edge, have single edge. That's very important. Single edge. Then the graph is called complete graph. Then this graph is called a complete graph. Now what about this? This is called bipartite graph. First, how many here, which is a number? We have 3, here 5. So we have to divide two groups, A and B. A and B. Then in the first group we have to take 3 vertices because 3 is given here. So I am taking 3 vertices here, A, B, C. 3 vertices I have taken, A, B, C. Here 5 comes, so we should have 5 edges here, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Okay, suppose this is a complete graph. What we have to do is that this vertex we have to join here, this vertex here. So this vertex must to be joined by all the vertices in the second group. Similarly, this vertex you join with all the vertices in the second group. Similarly, this vertices you join with all the vertices in the second group. Okay, and this is called K35 graph, that is complete graph with the 2 groups, with the first group with 3 vertices and second group with the 5 vertices. Okay, and then each vertex here should join to all the vertex here. Each vertex here should join to all the vertex here. Similarly, this vertex should connect it to all the vertex here. Similarly, this vertex should connect all the vertex here. And this graph we call it as K35 graph, and complete graph with 2 groups, in which first group consists of 3 vertices, second group consists of 5 vertices in that particular graph. So these were some of the important types of graphs in graph theory. Thank you very much.